So Lego's announced that they're going to retire Spike Prime, and kind of knew that was going to happen eventually. I mean, I've been teaching robots for over 20 years, and pretty much every 6 years or so, the current robotic system I've been using ends up getting replaced with something else. The interesting thing about this one is that they haven't really pointed out what they're going to replace Spike Prime with. They're just saying, or Spike Essential as well, they're just saying, we're going to stop producing it in the middle of this year, so you won't be able to buy it anymore from us in the middle of the year. I mean, I have no doubt you'll be able to pick up bits and pieces on eBay and that sort of thing, and from other people who have still got stock, but Lego themselves are not going to supply any more bits and pieces after July this year. And I guess the most important thing about that is that it's probably a good idea to make sure that all your stuff's working. So if you've got any bad hubs or batteries or motors or sensors that aren't working, then it might be a good idea to get them replaced before then, because I'm pretty sure after July, Lego's just going to say, nah, sorry, we've got nothing. Even if it's not your fault, you're just going to say, nah, bad luck. Now, apparently the software will still be around and still be actually updated until 2031, which is 5 years from now, which is quite a good amount of time when you think about it. A lot of people aren't even in the same school for 5 years. So 5 years is a long way away, really, in the big scheme of things. Some people are freaking out because they think, oh, we've just invested all this money and now Lego's saying Spike's obsolete. Well, it's not really obsolete. You can probably still get really good usage out of it and really good mileage out of it, even if you can't buy it anymore. I mean, I've got $8,000 worth of Spike Prime, and I've also got $8,000 worth of EV3. And when EV3 became defunct or unsupported, it wasn't the end of the world, because I'm still using it. I still use it in the classroom, and kids still love it. And I feel it's going to be the same with Spike Prime. If you've got it in your school, then it's still going to be very useful for quite a few years, even after 2031. The word on the street is that they're going to keep supporting it up until 2031, and then after that there will be no more updates. So it's not going to completely disappear from the App Store, hopefully, depending on if you use a tablet or a computer. If you're using computers, it's probably easier to keep a copy of the installation files and stuff, but if you're using apps on a tablet like iPad, then it could just disappear one day from the App Store. Or it might not be compatible with new devices or the new iOS eventually. Eventually, if not supporting it anymore, then if you update your tablet, there's a good chance that it won't run the app anymore and you'll just have to delete it. So when it comes to preparing for the future, it's probably a good idea to keep a copy of your image of your tablets somewhere safe, so that you can rely on that backup for later on. And hopefully you can get some good mileage out of your Spike kits. The thing about it is that a lot of people are upset is because it's affected a lot of people that are involved in the First Lego League, the FLL, and apparently you can still use Spike in FLL until 27-28 season. So you get a couple more years out of it that way, but they're leaning towards maybe not making the robotics part so important, but sort of making the whole approach to computer science / STEM a little more broad. And it looks like they're going to jump on the AI bandwagon and try and use a bit of AI with their product, which is, yeah, it's a bit annoying. Some people are getting annoyed about it, but it's hard to know. I think AI is going to change a lot of things in the next few years, and we probably haven't even seen the tip of the iceberg. So they're probably just trying to anticipate the fact that AI is going to be a massive part of our lives in a few years, and they need to do something about it to keep up with the Joneses, to keep up with the world of AI. See, I've been teaching robotics for 20 years, and I remember when the first time I ever taught robotics, we used Lego RCX, which is a crazy old system, and it had a lot of bugs. And then it got replaced with NXT, and I thought, man, this NXT is so good. They'll never make anything better than this. And then along came EV3. I thought, whoa, EV3 is fantastic. And then about 6 years later, they've got Spike Prime. So it's about every 6 years or so they invent something different and new. And a lot of people get their nose out of joint, especially people who don't like change. But there's two attitudes you can have towards change. You can be freaking out and hate it, or you can just embrace it and try something different. Sometimes some teachers try and get too set in their ways, but it's really impossible with technology to sort of teach the same thing over and over again. It's quite possible in a subject like mathematics, where the same formulas have applied for years and you teach the same thing year after year after year after year. But when it comes to technology, it's a bit trickier to try and keep things the same year after year. Even when I used to teach VCE, information technology, in a high school in Melbourne, I used to be blown away by the textbook, because the textbook might have been 3 years old and everyone has just started using USB, like flash drives, memory sticks we call them. And they weren't in the textbook as a storage device. And I couldn't believe it, how bad the textbook was, because everyone's using these USB sticks, these flash drives, but they weren't even in the textbook. So it was very hard for textbooks to keep up with technology. And it's hard for teachers too as well. But the cool thing about technology is it's usually very inspiring for kids, and they love the idea of exploring new stuff. So if you're having troubles getting your head around whatever this new system is from Lego, which is yet to be announced, one day when it comes out, then if you've got access to it and you can purchase it, and your school's bought it for some reason, don't let it freak you out. It's quite possible that you'll be able to find a team of students who will work out things with you. And I'm sure AI is going to give you a hand as well. Anyway, I just made this video to encourage you not to feel like the world is ending just because Spike is no longer being produced after the middle of this year. There's plenty of opportunity to still use it, plenty of opportunity to make the most of it. And it's all really about attitude. If you're going to have a good attitude towards it, then I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But if you are negative and fed up and angry because things have changed, then maybe you got to take a look at yourself. Don't blame Lego. I reckon they know what they're doing. Just got to have faith in that company who knows what they're doing. Anyway, all my videos will become obsolete too, maybe one day. Not for a few years though. So thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, can you do that? And if you really want to spoil me, if you want to make me inspired to make more videos, how about you join my channel? I've got 10 members. Here they are. They're legends. And congratulations to my newest member.